Another pumpkin recipe because it's fall and Halloween's coming up. Yes, it's still like in the mid 80s in Las Vegas, but again, it's not stopping me from feeling like I want to be chilly and cozied up with something pumpkin and something spiced. So today I am doing a pumpkin filled mochi. I'm gonna make the mochi flour orange. And I've never made mochi before, but I'm doing it following a recipe from All Recipes, and it is a microwavable one. So I have 1 cup of Mochico sweet rice flour here. So this brand is like always really recommended. And it's usually, you can find it in any Asian market. You're gonna need a cup of water as well. To make my flour orange, I'm going to use a water-soluble coloring. I'm gonna really hope that this molds together, but let's give it a go. I'm gonna prep this in advance and give it a good stir. Yes, I'm using my knife because I like to do things like that. So I'm a weirdo. I want it a little bit more orange. I feel like it's gonna turn a bit lighter when I mix it into flour. So yeah, that's a good orange. What do you guys think? Here we go. And to make my filling, I have the roasted kabocha squash that I have already sliced up and roasted. So I am about to just peel it off and then throw it in the food processor. If you don't have a food processor, then I think you can use, you can actually put it into like a Ziploc bag and hammer it out with your fist. I think that will work. You just want it to be a smooth consistency, kind of mimicking. So when I was researching mochi, I found out that mochi is actually just this sticky rice flour. This is called daifuku. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, but I don't want to ever think I'm pronouncing anything correctly. So daifuku is mochi, like whenever it's filled. So the mochi that you have like filled with red bean paste, or the mochi that you have filled with ice cream, that's like daifuku, apparently. That's from what I saw. And I really love red bean paste, but currently, you know, I was just thinking like, why can't I make this? How can I make some pumpkin recipe that's like, that is a little out of the ordinary, a little bit of Asian fusion, and I came up with this idea. So let's hope that it works out. I think that it's going to, because this pumpkin kind of has a similar consistency as the red bean paste. So I'm gonna throw all of this into my food processor. So, I don't know about you guys, but I really love Halloween. I love any chance I get to like dress up in costume, as you can see. Like, I'm gonna do some anime space buns. So I just got really excited. Halloween, I feel like, was a holiday that I could actually celebrate, because it was very just hard growing up being like bicultural and then American and not having set like religion. So my father was raised Muslim but wasn't practicing Islam, and my mother was raised Catholic and she wasn't practicing Catholicism. So we kind of were raised to believe in God and know that there was like a higher being and a you know, code of ethics to abide by, but it wasn't really like, we didn't celebrate Christmas, we didn't celebrate Thanksgiving, and it was Halloween that I was allowed to celebrate, and so I really loved it because I got to do it to the like nth degree, and I just have so much fun like still dressing up for Halloween and doing all of the like festivities around fall. So it's a little backstory about me and Halloween. Yes. I'm actually supposed to whisk this. Let's see how this goes. Oh my god, I love how orange it is. Figure that's gonna distribute, so. Okay, this is looking really nice and smooth. This recipe is saying to cover it with plastic. And microwave it for 3.5 seconds. Yes. So in the meantime, actually, you know what? I'm going to try to throw this in the freezer to chill it a bit. A heap of cornstarch here for rolling. So I did get my rolling pin out, but I'm hoping that I can actually just kind of roll this, mat it down by hand. But just in case, I have my rolling pin. And for when I want to cut the mochi dough, I'm going to use this. This is actually a cake like level, like frosting leveler, but I use it for pastry as well. So if you don't have one of these, you can use a cornstarch or potato starch floured knife. Any like blunt, sharp surface that's like thin like that, you can use. So I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna like coat it in the cornstarch to make sure that it doesn't stick. So I'm also gonna probably powder my hands like this so that when you're like rolling the dough, it doesn't. Okay, so 3 minutes and 30 seconds in the microwave. Make sure you use a towel to remove the bowl. It's quite hot. The plastic wrap is kind of inverted into the bowl, so I'm going to go ahead and carefully take it off. Alright, there. Release most of the steam. I'm gonna have to heat it up again, so I'm gonna stir it and heat for another 15 to 30 seconds. For another 15 to 30 seconds. So 3 minutes and 30 seconds in the microwave. Make sure you use a towel to remove the bowl. It's quite hot. The plastic wrap is kind of inverted into the bowl. So I'm going to go ahead and carefully take it off. Alright, there. Release most of the steam. I'm gonna have to heat it up again. So gonna cover it again, heat it for another 15. Also, make sure you have like cupcake holders. So I'm gonna put the mochi, so that they don't stick, I'm gonna put the mochi balls inside of these. So I'm using black ones for Halloween. But I'm gonna take these and roll out 8 balls. And then just set them aside. And a little extra for deliciousness. Oh yeah, sticky, sticky. Sticky rice. Ooh, you guys see how sticky it is? Okay. Let's do that. I forgot to even cornstarch my fingers, guys. Help me out here. Okay, so this is a trial for both of us. Dry hands, cornstarch all of your hands so you don't, number 1, burn, and number 2, have it stick. Ah, here we go. Okay. Wow. Let me teach you, I'm the pro. Okay, so I think that that's really good. So I'm just gonna flatten it in my hands like this. Kind of reminds me of like making dumplings. So you gotta work really fast because you have to work while the mochi is hot. So crimping up, crimping up, crimping up, crimping, cinching, squeezing, whatever, but make sure it closes. And it's okay if you have some of the filling like oozing out, just make sure that in the end you kind of like crimp it and like make sure that it has no escape. You cannot escape me. I'm such a weirdo, sorry. You guys have to witness this. But also you're welcome, because yeah. Oh my gosh, they're so cute, I can't. Paper, okay? There's your mochi. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you send me everything that you make mistakes on. No, I hope that you guys don't make the mistakes that I do because you already watched me do it. So, enjoy.